Hey guys, Masamaki 21 here with another video update for your eyeballs. I don't know why I say that. It's just that's my new catchphrase right there. It's for your eyeballs. It's not for anything else on your body, just your eyeballs. Your brain is not even allowed to process what I have to show you. It's just your eyeballs. Just as soon as you see it, just close your eyes so you can't process it to your brain. But that doesn't make any sense because it's already processed. Never mind. Never mind. So yeah, I'm doing this video just to let you guys know what's going on with the channel and stuff that I like to talk about. I usually call these updates because I have information in regards to what I'm doing with the channel in them, but I also like to talk about other stuff, and I don't want to do two videos because then there's just like two videos sitting there, and it's like, why didn't you just, or at least in my mind, I think, like if I was a person watching my own videos, I'd be like, why didn't you just put that in one video? You could have just sat there and did all that. So that's why I'm doing it like this, which is why I've always done it like this. I don't know. I may be doing it wrong. I have a weird way of thinking. I don't know. Anyway, what's going on with the channel? Let's plays. You might notice that there hasn't been a lot of them lately, and that's mainly because I've been kind of not in the mood to do anything when it comes to Let's Plays. I like recording, I like editing, but sometimes it just does not sit well with me. Sometimes I just don't want to do it. I just want to take a break from it. And I hope you guys are fine with that. I don't want you to think that I'm like abandoning my channel or anything like that. Because I know at one point I didn't upload anything for a very long time. And that was the point when I started live streaming. And I was doing that on a daily basis. And for the most part, people were watching me there. So I didn't really do any Let's Play stuff. And eventually, once I finally stopped live streaming, I came back to the YouTube channel. Now I'm starting to do more stuff, and then sometimes I'll just fall off the face of the earth for like a couple of months, and then I'll come back, and then I'll work on more stuff. So I want to do more stuff. I want to do more stuff. That's pretty much all I'm trying to say. So in terms of what's happening, Let's Play wise, there's something new that's going to be coming next month, and when I say next month, I mean May, because we're currently in April, so yeah, May. I'm going to be starting up a new Let's Play. I don't want to say what it is. I just want to, like, when May comes, I'm just going to start. I don't know exactly when in May I'm going to start, but in May I'm going to start it, and hopefully you guys will like it. It's an old title, and I don't want to say it's near and dear to my heart, but it's like one of those weird games that I tend to like to sit and play. And you guys may have seen it, or if you haven't, this might be your opportunity to see it. I know a lot of people like my Mr. Mosquito 2 videos, and I personally do enjoy that game. I wish I actually understood Japanese at a high enough level, or even at any level. Trying to sit here and say like I know Japanese. Don't listen to me. I'm such a liar. I don't know Japanese. But I wish I understood Japanese at all to understand the game and enjoy it even more. But for the most part, I enjoyed it. For someone who doesn't know a lick of Japanese, kids, don't Japanese anybody, please. For a guy who does not know Japanese, I highly enjoyed Mr. Mosquito 2, mainly because I really liked the first one, and I enjoyed it so much when I played it on the PlayStation 2. I remember playing the demo of that, and that's one of the ways how I gather these games that you see me playing on my channel from time to time, or at least the older ones for the most part, or like this new one that I'm getting ready to do, I should say, is something that I played from a demo. Mr. Mosquito 2, only reason why I even knew about that was because I played the first one, and the only reason why I knew about the first one was because I played the demo of the first one on like one of those old PlayStation 2 discs that had the demos on it that you got with the PlayStation magazine. I don't know if you guys remember those, but those were great. I love those things. I experienced a lot of games that I never would have if it wasn't for those. So in terms of Mr. Mosquito 2, And also Tulip. I know I've been told people really like my Tulip Let's Play, and I really do like that game. I don't know why. It's such a weird game, but it's one of the games that I can like sit and just play and just have a great time with it. It's one of those games that isn't too serious. It doesn't take itself seriously. Those are the type of games I like to play. The ones that don't take themselves serious, because we have enough seriousness when it comes to the real world, and the last thing you want to do is sit. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a serious game, because sometimes there's like serious games are enjoyable. They are like, I've played The Walking Dead, both seasons. I played the first episode of what you call it. I can't remember the name of that game. Never mind. Forget I even said anything about that game that I was gonna say. But I've played serious games here and there, and the stories in those are really good. But I feel for the most part, games, they need to be silly. They need to not try to be serious all the time. And there were a lot of games back in the day that did that. And I'm not saying there aren't any games nowadays that do that, but for the most part, you see more games being serious and gloomy rather than fun and silly. So I see myself going back and playing older games rather than being excited for new ones. But that's just my personal feeling, you know? That has nothing to do with how anybody else feels. That's just me. So in terms of Tulip, a lot of people said they liked that, and I'm glad you liked the Let's Play. I'm glad you guys liked Mr. Mosquito too, and anybody who liked my Yakuza 3 Let's Plays. Those are like the three main ones I like to think about when I think of my YouTube channel. I know I've played other games, but the ones that kind of just stick out, the ones that were more memorable or are more memorable games to me are Yakuza 3, Mr. Mosquito 2, and Tulip. And I'm getting ready to add a fourth one that's just going to make me feel that way. And I don't want to say what it is, but you guys will see it. I'll give you a hint. Or I'll give you two hints, just to narrow it down. It's on the original PlayStation. I think I said that. And second hint is pig. That's all I'm going to say. It's probably pretty easy to. Actually, I gave you three hints because I said one earlier, but I'm not going to say what that hint was. But it should be easy to figure out. I'm not going to say what it is. You guys can figure it out if you want. It's a thing. It's going to be played next month, and I'm really excited for it because it's something I enjoyed playing back in the day. Or I'm saying back in the day like it was that long ago. It was maybe like 3-4 years ago when I played it. But yeah, that's happening. In terms of the other Let's Plays that I'm working on right now, Dying Light, that's a thing I'm doing with my friends. I think I already said that. If I didn't, I don't know, because I've been like sitting here trying to do this recording for a while, so sometimes I forget if I said something or not. Dying Light, if I already said it, I apologize. But Dying Light, Let's Play I'm doing with my friends. We're gonna be doing more recordings of it whenever they get their shit together. I have no control over when they're busy or not, so for the most part, the reason why there hasn't been any new ones in a while is because they've been busy. If they get busy, we can't play. It's as simple as that. So, for anybody who's interested in that Let's Play that I'm currently doing, I apologize. They're just preoccupied. So, people have lives. I personally don't have a life, or I have little to no life. I'm barely alive right now. So that's the thing. We got, what's that game called? Life is Strange, which I've been. I like Life is Strange, but that wasn't even one of the games I thought of when it came to my channel. Because I mean, it's a fairly new one, so, but it is something I am enjoying. So I'm definitely gonna finish that once or I'm gonna play that more once the new episode comes out. I don't know if they announced a date or not. I need to look into that just so I'm ready for when it comes out. It's probably gonna be this month. I don't know. If it is, then you guys are gonna have 3 things to be watching. I feel the Dying Light is almost done though, so we're gonna be done with that soon. So for the most part, there's gonna be like 2 things happening. And Life is Strange, I knocked that out pretty quick. I don't want to say I rushed through it, But every time I play it, I just kind of sit and keep playing it because I'm enjoying it so much. I like the characters and I like the story and I want to see what happens next. So I just kind of sit and keep playing. And I don't know. It's a thing. Um, and it takes me longer to do the recordings now that I think I've said that before. Like when it comes to me playing Life is Strange, it's a longer process for me compared to because I've actually taken the time to watch other people play to see like what they do when it comes to like certain points, and like everybody else's their parts are like so short, and I'm just like, why is everybody's so much shorter than mine? Because like people get the episodes done in like an hour to like an hour and 30 minutes, and they just upload them wholeheartedly in like an hour and 30 minutes, and it's mainly because they kind of just run through it for the most part. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. It's just there's a lot of stuff in the environment that I kind of want to see, and I want you guys to see it as well. That's why my parts are a bit longer, or not even a bit longer. My parts are like 5 hours longer than everybody else's, because I actually sit and like look at everything. And it kind of makes me paranoid, as if like, am I doing this wrong? Like everybody seems to like just ignore all this stuff. But I really like the artwork of the game. How everything. I've said this multiple times, but I really do appreciate the artwork. I'm an artist myself, and I like to draw all the time. So whenever I see art like that, it's just like, oh my god, it's so good, it's so beautiful. Because everything is like, it has like a painted look to it, and I don't even personally paint, but I really do like how it looks. So that's a thing. And when the next episode, as I said, when the next episode comes out, I'll play it. And that's it. I've been wanting to jump back into some other Let's Plays. I was thinking of doing Mark Lang. I always mess that name up. Mark Lang. I'm going to probably jump back into that. I started a Let's Play of it. I never finished it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2, because now I'm just thinking of games that I've started and just not finished. The Amazing Spider-Man 2, that's not gonna be done. I'm sorry. That was more so done on a joking manner rather than an actual playthrough. It's no. That's pretty much. The game is so terrible. From what I've played and experienced, it's such a terrible game. And I've listened to what other people have had to say about the game, and later on in the game it gets a lot worse, because there's this one mechanic in the game where you have to sit and rescue people, and if you don't, there's a meter where people will start to dislike you. And if that I hit my hand. Oh man, it hurt. If that meter gets too low, then they're going to start sending like a special SWAT team after you that kind of prevents you and makes getting around a lot harder. So it basically becomes a point of you having to do, like, it forces you to do these side quests. And it wouldn't be bad if the side quests were, if there were like a bunch of different ones, like if they varied. For the most part, you're doing the same stuff over and over. You're doing the same crime stopping. You're fighting thugs in an alley. You're doing the same going to a building and save people from a fire. You're doing the same stop a person from being kidnapped in a car. You just, it's the same stuff over and over. It doesn't change. It doesn't vary. So the problem is it becomes very stale and then boring, and you can't not do it because it'll just hinder you, and the game will just kind of pretty much it pretty much makes like saving people necessary. If you don't do it, then it just makes the game 10 times harder. So, and nobody wants to sit there and do the same side quest over and over. That shit's not fun. And I just opted to not play through the game at all because I wasn't really enjoying it, to be honest. I was just playing it on a whim. I thought I'd give it a shot. So it's not happening. It's not happening. And what else we got? Go Nippon. I really do want to continue that. Haven't been able to, mainly because my co voice actor is not here at the moment. Next time he comes over, I'll probably ask him if he wants to do a recording of it. He was here at one point, I think the day. I think he came over on my birthday. Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, which was like in February. He came over on my birthday and we played. What was it? I almost said Deadly Premonition. Resident Evil Revelations 2. We played a little bit of that, I believe, on my birthday. And actually, no, I take that back. We tried to. That was the point where the I think. See, I'm getting my dates mixed up. That was the point where the multiplayer was not a thing. He eventually came back over again, and we did play a little bit of the multiplayer because Capcom finally came to the senses and put the multiplayer in the PC version. And we played a little bit of that. And I wasn't even thinking of Go Nippon at the time. I should have thought about it and bring it up. He would have been down for doing a recording of that, but didn't think about it. So that was my fault. My apologies for anybody who's interested in that Let's Play. Next time he comes over, I'll definitely let him know that we should do some more of that. And I guess finally would be Yakuza 4. That's something I've been wanting to play for a while now. I don't know why I haven't done it yet. As it's just I feel the reason why I haven't touched it yet is because it's such a big game. Or yeah, it's big. It's long. It's a long game. It's a big game. I got to be dedicated for it. I got to make sure I sit down because I don't want to drop a beat like I did with Yakuza 3 because I should have finished Yakuza 3 so long ago. It's been like so many years since I started Yakuza 3 and I finally finished it just recently. So I don't want Yakuza 4 to run into that same issue, so I got to be dedicated in doing recordings of it on a weekly basis and pumping out parts. I don't want to overflood my channel with just straight Yakuza, but I want to make sure I get as much content of it as efficiently as possible and not have any huge gaps like I did with Yakuza 3. So I'm still looking to see how I'm doing that, and eventually when that is done, I will play 5. I don't even know if 5 is out yet or not. I haven't looked into it since I learned that it was going to be available for download on the PS3 in the States, since Sony decided to give Sega some money because Sega is a cheap piece of crap. I'm sorry, that was uncalled for. They're not a cheap piece of crap, but they're terrible at business, or they wouldn't be in dire straits right now. That I'm not sorry for. That's their own choice. That's their own volition. If they'd ever bring out Shenmue and Shenmue 2, the HD remakes, I don't know how well that would sell, but I know I'd buy a fucking copy because I love me some Shenmue. And then I bet you as soon as I try to do a Let's Play of it, Sega's gonna be like, flag, get that down, flag. Sega. People don't realize Sega is quick to take your videos down. Sega does not care, so you gotta be careful. And that's pretty much it. I got nothing else on the radar when it comes to Let's Play work. So, if I'm trying to think, just to make sure. Yeah, I've got nothing else at the moment. So, in the future, I may think of some other stuff to play because I don't have a huge selection of games that I can think of just because I take that back. I have a huge selection of games, but I don't feel every game I play is like Let's Play material. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. And that's pretty much it for Let's Play information. I hope you guys are having a good whatever it is for you right now, whatever day you decide to watch it on. It might be a holiday for all I know when you watch this. If it's a holiday and you're watching this, I'm happy whatever day it is. I don't know. And yeah, you guys have a good day, afternoon, evening, night. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the future when I do a new Let's Play video.